What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another lucky dip. And this is another one from Mikey's playlist. And it's by a group called Alice in Videoland, which I very much enjoy. Obviously playing off Lewis Carroll, but then updating it for the modern age. Apparently they're a Swedish group who released 4 albums before going their separate ways. Mikey was saying he thinks they're essentially like a diamond in the rough, maybe didn't get the respect or international success that they deserved, but he said the moment he heard them he was instantly hooked. So yeah, we're going to listen to a tune from their debut album, appropriately titled Maiden Voyage, I think 2003, and the track is Got to Go. So yeah, it sounds like there's an urgency, it sounds like there's a desire to change one's location or situation. Of course, comedically, as someone who riffs things, I can't help but think that, oh wait, you gotta go to the restroom, is that what you gotta go do? But no, more seriously, I would just say it sounds like the declaration of intent is such that maybe other people will be affected, or they might have to be involved, and so you say, I gotta go, and I'm letting you know because circumstances are about to change. Either way, Mikey did mention that this one has an instrumental section, which is a particular note, so let's give it a listen. This is Alice in Videoland, and the track is Got to Go from their 2003 album, Maiden Voyage. Oof.
It's not you and me, it's true, you see, I always wanted it to be easy. Just to push me up and drop when I'm not stuff and I'm not sleazy. Why can't you get to go? I can be with you tonight. Honey, now you know that is why you're mine. I'm staying such a spin fun. I'm in rush, I get run. I'm just a bucket out of my own true love. Why can't you get to go? I can be with you tonight. Honey,
was cheeky at the end. There's a bit of comedy to the way that petered out, like, oh wait, there's an error in the machine and it stopped working. But yes, you were not wrong, Mikey. That instrumental bridge or interlude before it came back around for the chorus one more time was fantastic, and I like especially the first bar of that sequence. It sort of, dropped all the intensity out of it, but it had this sudden ambiance or atmosphere even as it kept driving away. And he did mention that they are part electronica. I think he said pop rock, electronica, and electroclash. That last term, I'm not overly familiar with it. I think I've seen it before, but I don't know the style or genre enough to comment on that distinctly. But definitely the electronica vibes. Lots of computerish, electronic, bleepy, and electrified type sounds. Also, though, a drive and an energy that reminds me of a bit of like alternative pop rock, or alternative rock, I guess, to be a bit more concise. So yes, I definitely hear a bit of a fusion of those styles. He did mention they were Swedish, but that he did not know this until after hearing at least the first song. I don't know if it was maybe more, I'm forgetting in the moment. But I agree in the sense that if I heard this song without any context, I would probably assume they were, American, or at least like from a native English-speaking country, because the female lead singer, doesn't have a thick accent where it's like, oh, it sounds like English is her second language. Now, admittedly, having said that, I didn't hear a lot of the lines clearly. Definitely hear like, gonna be with you tonight and honey, and some lines or some words at least that suggest gotta go is either not permanent, or it's like she's gotta go to be with this other person, or he's gotta go to, come have this rendezvous. So I don't really know how to piece the word or phrases that I heard together, but it doesn't sound like, she's rejecting this other person, or, she wants nothing to do with him and or the situation. It sounds more like framed around, again, a rendezvous or some actual connection that will happen later. In any case, I do very much find that to be a compelling sound, and if I heard them, again, without any other context, just from this song alone, I also would be curious, like, wait, who are they? Like, what album is this from? So, yeah, just given my exposure to this tune, I also have a sense that, wow, like, so this is a group that, didn't continue on for a long time. I don't remember in the moment what time span Mikey said the 4 studio albums came out over. So, 4 albums, that's not nothing. That's, more than a lot of bands do. So, evidently they weren't like a brief flash in the pan, but definitely a group that it'd be cool if they were still around today. So he did mention, did Mikey, that there will be more Alice in Videoland coming. I am very much looking forward to that. Let me know what you think of this tune, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.